Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is the day after Christmas, so we have a lot of things we want to get done around the house, tidy things up. I'm off this whole week, so I also have a bunch of projects I want to get done this week, and we have most of the materials for them, but there were a few things I was missing. So this morning I already took returns back to the stores, Target specifically, and then bought some of the other things that we need for cleaning and organizing some of our other projects going on this week. So some of the things we're gonna get done, the dogs just hit the camera. The dogs are fine. Today we're gonna take down Christmas, most of it, and I'm gonna leave some of the stuff up, some of the stuff with lights, like some of the garland, and the little candles in the windows, just to help us get through January and those darker months of the year. I like to leave up some of the lights, but I definitely want to take down the Christmas tree here, our other Christmas tree. We only have two, not too many, and then a lot of the little things that are kind of sitting around, but we'll leave some of those lights up. So in that process, we're also going to reorganize the storage closet. All this stuff, all of the seasonal stuff goes in. So I got a couple new bins to help with that, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Our other projects this week, so you'll have to come back and check out the next few videos. One of the other projects is to deep clean, and I'm not going to clean a lot as I take stuff down today. I might vacuum a little just to get all of the needles, fake needles that fall off, kind of get those off the carpet so that those don't eat. Guys, you're really messing with me right now, okay? All right. Can we watch for the tripod there? Okay, be careful. Yeah? Okay. So some of the other projects are to deep clean. We'll start that tomorrow. Just really resetting every single room, maybe cleaning the baseboard, spot cleaning the walls, some of the stuff that doesn't happen every time we clean, but especially after undecorating, just making sure all of the surfaces have a nice wipe down. So that might be 2 days, kind of deep clean downstairs, including the kitchen. We'll reorganize the pantry a little bit. That just kind of has to happen, you know, from time to time, and clean out the refrigerator, check for leftovers that need to go. We have an outside project that I want to get to. So I am in Georgia, so it's still pretty warm out. I think it was 60 yesterday, but it has been raining. So I want to let it dry out a little bit outside before I go out there, but I have tulip bulbs that need to be planted. I'm going to build a raised bed for those tulip bulbs to go in, and I have like 16 shrubs that need to get planted down by our creek. So it should be nice and soft from all the rain, so that should go easily, but I do want it to dry out a little bit more. So that'll be like 3 or 4 videos from now. We have some signed jerseys that need to get put into frames, and then those get hung up. So we'll be doing that and kind of reorganizing, redecorating Matt's office. And then just more deep cleaning the upstairs, decluttering a couple of our storage closets, just kind of reminding ourselves what's in there, and identifying some of the other house projects that we might want to get done this coming year, or, you know, and then set priorities for what's going to happen in the next couple of months. And yeah, just get our new list ready for the new year. Thanks for being here today, and let's get started. Welcome to our storage closet. You can't see everything, but there is stuff closer to the camera in front of you, and usually we try to keep the whole sort of the hallway space clear so you can actually get back to all the storage stuff. But we left some of the Christmas bins towards the front, the ones with the outside ornaments that never got put up because it rained every single weekend. And so I never got outside to hang those. It wasn't important enough to me to do it in the pouring down rain. So those stayed out and in front just in case. And then the other bin has all of the like bags and wrapping paper and stuff like that in it. So that one stayed down. But these are our other ones, and these are what I wanted to replace. because of how they're shaped, they leave a lot of sort of open space that can't be used. So these are older, like from high school, from when I was in high school, maybe before that. So they were my mom's, and then I got all of them with some Christmas stuff that she gave me. And then our tree boxes are up there. So these two bins that are down here go up in that corner. They fit perfectly. And I got 2 more of these clear ones to replace these. And I think they hold a little bit more because of the shape. And they're a little bit shorter than these. So when we put the trees up there, I might be able to put the wreaths on top of it. Versus last year, I think I just kind of piled the wreaths down here somewhere. So we're gonna take these all downstairs, get the Christmas stuff kind of tucked away. Again, most of it, so one of the bins will probably be empty from the garland that we don't put away. And then when we bring it back up, we're gonna also put everything else kind of back where it goes and go through it. I reorganized this a little bit when we took Christmas stuff out. So we had all of our coats that are now right here in the back. And at one point we kind of had a few layers of bins stacked here. And so it's harder to get to the coats, but it's Georgia. It's pretty warm most of the time. So we don't wear these very often. But we are from Illinois and we go see family. So we like to keep our really thick, heavy coats. We don't want to get rid of them, even though we only wear them like 2 days a year, maybe. So we probably could get rid of some of them, but they're just kind of nice to have in case we travel, but we don't need them accessible daily. But I thought having them towards the front of the closet made it a little bit easier, just in case we do have more stuff kind of stacked here, so we don't have to be able to get back to this hanging area. And yeah, I just have a couple other things, like I put Halloween away and then found a Halloween sweater that was still in the laundry. So just pull that back down, tuck that stuff away, and kind of reorganize, bring the spring stuff up towards the front so we're ready for the next season to come. So I'm gonna take all this stuff downstairs and get started. Okay, we are done downstairs taking down everything. There's just a couple things upstairs, some wreaths and some windows, and a couple little trees in the bathrooms that will all fit in the bins. So I'm gonna take the bins upstairs and get those put back in the storage closet. But I want to show you some of the stuff that I left up and a sneak peek for the rest of the cleanup that is to come, because there is still stuff kind of everywhere. So let me. Okay, so we have this couch here that used to be on the other side of the room, but we got these chairs and the side table just before Thanksgiving. So we got those, and then we put up the tree, and we just sort of moved the couch. So hopefully it is torn up from the lovely dog there. That's Hank, and that's Chance, and who shouldn't be on the bookshelf, but that's okay. Some sad plants up there that have kind of been neglected for the last month. They were really healthy, and then this couch being in front of them, I just didn't water them as much. They'll be okay. We'll repot them in the next month or so. They'll be happy. It'll be fine. So I left a couple things out. This little snow globe, just because it's like white winter wonderland, not Christmas. And then some ornaments up there. There's a greenhouse, a gnome, and a couple of watering cans. So they just kind of go with the plants and add a little bit up there. These might be getting moved upstairs this week as well. If hopefully this couch will go upstairs to our spare bedroom, office, drum room space, and I think a couple of the bookshelves are going to go. Because if you saw our little puppy in some of the other clips, we just got her yesterday on Christmas. Someone else had found her about a week before, but they couldn't keep her, so we took her. So we have a new crate coming for her, and I think it's going to go right here on this wall. So I'm going to take two of the bookshelves upstairs along with this couch. So a lot in this room will change, and that box was what the Christmas tree was sitting on, so that'll go into the recycling. And then let me show you behind me. This is where a lot of the Christmas stuff kind of stays, so I'm going to keep these garlands that are lit, and then that picture is a Christmas picture, but I don't have anything else to go in there for winter, so we're just going to keep that through January, and we'll find something else for spring. That's kind of a new addition. We didn't have that there last year. And then I am going to keep the little winter arrangement. It might move, but it's going to stay out. It might not stay in here. And then Nutcracker, I'm going to move him to the kitchen, but he'll stay. Some stuff is staying outside. Okay, and I'm going to show you the dining room and what we have prepared for tomorrow. So this garland is going to stay, and that is some projects to come, and recycling that I pulled out of the stockings. But we're going to leave the garland above the cabinets. We might add cabinet lighting after putting that up there. We really liked it, but we're going to keep that through January, and then one of our projects this year will be to add lighting to the top of the cabinets. I'm actually going to move this wreath into over here. So we had a wreath hanging up there in that window, but it's kind of big. It's this one right here that Chance is checking out. So I'm going to move that smaller one over there because this is all the stuff I got at Target. So we'll unpack that. A new cat or new pet waterer, since we have a fourth animal. So we're going to move this because this orchid is about to bloom. It's kind of been like that for a few weeks, and I think I just want to get that wreath out of the window to make sure that those leaves are getting as much sunlight as they can. I don't think it's causing anything, but just let the blooms kind of stand out a little bit. We got all of the Christmas stuff up, so we're gonna go through some of the little pieces that are around on the floor. Pillowcase is stuck to Leo's foot. Where to start? I want to, there's a lot of stuff I've kind of piled here over the last couple of months as we've been in here of stuff that I needed to go through. So there's the pile of papers that was in an old work bag that I used a couple of years ago and I hadn't used recently, and I randomly decided I wanted to use it again. So I just pulled everything that was in there out. It had been in there since we moved. So we moved to Georgia about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago, 1.5 years. Yeah, we moved to Georgia about 1.5 years ago. And when we were moving, I put a lot of stuff in that bag that was stuff that I needed to know where it was. But then towards the end, it also just kind of became a spot where I threw papers that I didn't know what to do with. So some of those, the ones that weren't important, were still kind of hanging out in there. So I think most of this is going to be trash, but I need to go through it just to make sure. This bag came back with us from Thanksgiving. We had our wedding shower while we were in Illinois for Thanksgiving, and some of the stuff that is in here we need to keep track of for the wedding, from like sign-in book and stuff like that. So some of that is in here, as well as some of our Christmas gifts, because we did Christmas with some of the family while we were up there. So there's some of those random things that are still kind of in here. So I just need to go through this, but I'm probably then going to use this as our trash bag or kind of relocate. Used this in the suitcase recently when we went as well, so just get those tucked away. I don't think we're planning on going anywhere for a little while, so yeah, this pillow has a hole in it, so that's just trash, but it's just been hanging out. And then this bag has a lot of our other travel stuff, like small travel, toothpaste and small soaps and stuff like that. So I want to go through and check some of those. I know some of them are really old. This bag is mostly new stuff, but there were some other bags rolling around in the bottom of there. So I'm just gonna kind of start going through stuff and try to tuck it in. I mentioned earlier that I kind of rearranged this already. So like this tote used to be in the back and now it's over here on the side. It has extra ball jars in it. We use them a lot in the kitchen for everyday storage, like putting leftovers in or for dried goods in the pantry. So we have a few downstairs, but I like to keep these pretty accessible in case we ever need more, or if we send people home with them with leftovers, then we deplete our stash downstairs. So I just have some of those really accessible here, and then I actually have 3 boxes of them tucked back in the corner of extra ones for when I actually can stuff. I can come up and grab a box of ones that aren't like at our fingertips all the time. Yeah, so let's just see what we find. This bin is our seasonal or not seasonal decor stuff that's usually out when we don't have Christmas stuff out, or other holiday specific stuff. So it's more just kind of neutral things to set around. So I'll pull these out, but this needs to stay pretty accessible. I just leave the top off of it and kind of toss things in or switch out rugs or pillowcases for outside and stuff like that. And this rug is actually going to go back downstairs in place of the Christmas rug. When I switched it out in October, it was still wet when it came out of the dryer, so I just draped it like this, but that'll go downstairs. So yeah, let's get going.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I have been looking for these earrings for 3 years, 4 years. I thought I left them in an Airbnb in Portland right after I bought them. Like, I got home and I could not find them, and I just found them in this clutch. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So excited. Oh, I was so bummed that I had lost those. I was so excited about them. But, so now we've made our way through a few things. I have a trash bag. This was my cheerleading bag in high school. Used to say cheer. It is probably pretty gross. I could probably donate it, but like, who wants that? And it's definitely stained. It's got some gross stuff on it. But this is what was holding all of our like travel stuff that is really old. So this is some of the stuff I really wanted to go through. This is all makeup that is mostly from like Halloween costumes. So I bought it specifically for a costume. I don't wear a lot of makeup anyway, but certainly not like blue. What is even in here? I don't. Lipstick, blue lipstick, and blue eyeliner, and blue mascara, and blue eyeshadow from a costume, and a bunch of other makeup that is way more than 2, 3, 4 years old, maybe even more. There's some Mary Kay in there. That's probably from high school. My mom sold Mary Kay. So yeah, most of this just needs to get tossed. There's some nail polish top coat. I don't know if I should just see. I don't really wear nail polish either, so that would be a waste. So I'm going to get rid of a lot of this stuff just because it's really, really old. These almonds are probably 3 years old, so I'm going to keep the jar. I like to have almonds or other snacks in my purse or in my bag. So this was in my work bag, and I just kind of got lost in there. So I'm going to dump the almonds, but keep the jar and put fresh almonds in there, put it in my current work bag, and we'll kind of keep going. I pulled out a couple of hats and scarves that I just don't use here, and they're really bulky, so when we travel I wouldn't use them either. And some mittens. I don't like mittens. And this lone glove, I'm not going to get rid of it yet in case I find the other one, because it's a really nice pair, but I did buy a replacement that's pretty similar to these that are downstairs already, like with our coats for the season. So I'm pretty sure the mate to this is gone. Like, I don't think we moved with it. But I'm just going to keep it in here for the next couple of months while I'm kind of decluttering the rest of our spaces. And if we get to summer or even next winter and it's still just sitting here by itself, we'll get rid of it at that point. But oh my gosh, I cannot believe I found those earrings. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna keep on going. So let's take a look at where we are. When you first come in, I'm in the hallway, and there's our extra picture frames. We definitely still have some rooms that don't have anything hung up in them, so extra picture frames that can go somewhere. Some decorations in that envelope for Mardi Gras from last year, and we ended up not having a party, so they're just still there. The bin of jars, our coats, and then continuing down here, we have extra bags, our suitcases and travel stuff, ball jars in the corner, shelves from downstairs that we took out of the cabinet, but you know, we want to keep them. They're really nice, just in case we switch up how we're using that. And you'll see that in the next video when we go through the cabinets downstairs. And then bowling ball and shoes. Some other bags. The other wrapping stuff is actually in another closet, and I'm going to move that in here. So we might also get to that in the next video, or it'll be the one after. And then down here, this is a bin with Matt's sort of extra like memorabilia. There's like a signed football in there, some medals from swimming when he was younger. So just sort of a memorabilia bin. And then our kind of non-seasonal, seasonal decor in the red bin. That's kind of where I just go to switch out table runners and pillowcases and stuff like that that aren't holiday specific. And then in the top bag we have other like extra all my swimming stuff, and then for swimming, like lap swimming, not my regular swimsuit is in the closet, but like lap swimming and nose plugs and goggles, and then our extra like travel stuff. So I just kind of keep it in there, and extra like drawstring bags and stuff like that. And then this is stuff that I pulled out to go in or switch out with our outside pillows for the season. Maybe put that squirrel up for winter decor, and then the table runner. And then here's what we have to relocate. So our trash recycling shred bag, donate is in that small red bag. Graph paper to go to the office, some laundry, some free cheap sunglasses. So I'll put those in the garage. We just wear them when we like do yard work and stuff. Good bathroom things, and I need to wash them out. Those are like our reusable travel bottles. So I'm just going to give them all a good wash and let them dry before I put them back in here. Those earrings that I found. Stuff that needs to move into our spare bedroom closet with all of our other wedding things. And then that rug will go downstairs after we clean downstairs. And that pillow has a hole in it, and it's really old and gross. And since it has a hole, I can't wash it. So we're just gonna get rid of that. So I'm gonna get all of this stuff picked up, and we will move on. Okay, so it is the next day. I finished up organizing everything last night, and the dogs were whining at the door. I locked myself in the closet. So I went to play with them and then feed them and then feed ourselves, and I never got back up here. So I'm in a different shirt, but I'm gonna wrap up this cleaning project and put all of the things where they go, and then we're gonna move on to our list of the next things to do. So for today, my task is to deep clean as much of the house as I can. I did break it up in my plan into 2 days. Just deep cleaning takes a long time and get tired, and we did get a new puppy, so we have a lot going on, and yeah, so we're gonna see how far I get. I definitely want to shampoo or steam clean shampoo the carpets and the couch, and that's just something I like to do every couple of months or a few months anyway. So I had it on the plan, and now we have a new puppy, so we'll probably end up doing it a few times over the next couple of months, but just to kind of reset before I go back to work. So I'm going to dust everything, get everything cleaned up, clean the carpet. So if you want to see that, be sure to check out the next video.